And on this episode,
take 3 on Steve's interview.
Don't worry. There'll be a take 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, that's
8.
because you get on your soapbox. Hey, you know, I am not sure if it's your passion or your inner child struggling to assert itself.
Well, I think I'm very assertive. That's probably the problem. You need to assert yourself and take over the show for a change. And we talk about golf. And I need to find out how you score better than me.
That's because I danced with the ladies first. Oh, I mean, your lack of sequential timelines has you all mixed up.
Well, yeah, I'm all mixed up. Like how when we talk about the whole shebang, I thought it was used as – I don't know when it was used.
Nice golf tie-in. Well, at least you didn't think it was the William Hung song.
Oh, my goodness. I almost forgot about that song. And she bangs. Oh, baby, when she moves. Welcome to What Happened in the World Today. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott. And this is a tale of how bad life decisions led to a YouTube show and podcast. And guess what? Guess what?
What?
300th show! Woohoo!
Oh, 300th show. Woo!
It's our 300th show, even though Steve's microphone's not in his mouth where it usually is, but it's close enough we can hear it.
You need it up there?
Well,
you
yeah,
need it there?
Boy.
How's
a little
that?
higher now, a little bit. There you go. There you go. Perfect.
Okay, perfect. Can you hear me now?
Look at that.
Can you hear me now? Hello? Can you hear me now?
Hello? What? Hey, we could be cell phone spokespeoples.
No, he quit that company.
Well, yes, he did.
And
that
now
was his sprint.
Yeah. Remember me?
Remember me.
Yes. Remember me? And now JD Powers. No, that's the car people.
Right.
Root
so anyway,
metrics.
folks, can you believe
I think it's Root Metrics.
Shows?
300. We're Mr. 300 now.
We had planned on being the 300 earlier in the year, but with our hectic schedules,
I'm going to 1 day a week.
And that really, otherwise we would have made it like 3 months ago.
Yay!
But we did it.
Yay, us.
You know what's really weird? We've done 300 shows, and we haven't had a single solitary person try to sue us for copyright infringement because we're so good.
That's a problem. We need to be sued so we get our face on.
I know, free publicity.
Somebody please put us on Ellen or something.
Yes. Ooh, that would be awesome because I like it.
We've done 300 shows and we're failures, and we're still doing it.
Exactly. And we've interviewed Ellen.
Yes, we have. Yes, so Ellen, let us interview you again.
Yes.
I have to look for I don't know if I have them or not. I know
where that'd be funny. Yeah, there you go.
I'm going to pop up with it. Whoop. Hello. Hello, I'm Ellen.
So
where was Ellen? Oh, Ellen was at the football game. She was at the Cowboys game. Was it last week or the week before last? Yes. I don't remember.
Yes, she was.
Yeah, I think someone said it was her first football game.
I find that hard to believe, but it could be. There was
Why is that hard to believe?
Celebrities there for that game too.
Yeah, because they announced some kind of oh boy, everybody's gonna be mad. Was it a veterans library?
Ooh, that would be good if you know that. But this is supposed to be the time of year where I had some spare time to get caught up on stuff. It has not happened.
Library, Cowboy games, G-A-M-E.
By the way, while he's looking it up, remember, folks, if you saw last week's show, you saw these flowers that are right above my head here when they were just starting to open. Look how freaking big these got in 4 days. And, of course, there's a whole bunch of new ones getting ready to open, too. But because of the frost, we brought it in the house, and we realized that it hits the ceiling in a 12-foot ceiling room.
What? Say that again?
We had to bring it in the house. That plant's not made to go in the wintertime here.
That plant behind you?
Yes.
It's in the house?
It is now in the house. It's in the great room.
How did you do that?
Ceiling. How did we do it? Well, actually, Keith did it because, he's a gorilla. So he just grilled it into the house. We only lost 4 branches and 6 flowers.
Okay, so complete timeline of Ellen DeGeneres and George W. Bush Cowboy game drama. Why is it drama?
Because that's media speak for. We need higher ratings.
Ellen DeGeneres cheered for Packers in a suite full of Cowboys.
Perfect.
Okay, well, why were they there?
Yes, they were there for a reason. I remember hearing something about it, but it was as I was walking through the room between things.
I don't.
So,
Okay. So a bunch of politics stuff here. High fives, fanboy, sitting next to George Bush. Ellen was criticized for supporting a war criminal and anti-LGBTO activist. Wow, this is political stuff here. We don't normally talk about politics, but apparently she had to defend herself. Yes, that was me. Yes, that's me laughing. Wow. That the whole thing is so, unfortunately, as opposed to why they were there for good,
yes,
everything that you search up is her defending that she was there with the president. Ellen defends friendship. Ellen sits talking with George Bush. I'm friends with George Bush. George Bush and Ellen DeGeneres watched the Cowboys basketball game. So, okay, why were they there? Oh, my gosh. I'm on page 3 already.
Yeah, I know. I did it just because you're starting to do it. I decided to look too, and it's like,
this is ridiculous.
Really? Yeah.
I'm on page 4. I'm going to skip to page 5. No. I'm going to skip to page 7. Oh, my God. Page 7. I'm going to go page 10. Why? Ellen explains why she was with George Bush on page 10, still sitting next to her. Why was she there? Why was she there? I don't really care that she was with George Bush. I know that.
Yeah. See, now that's what I typed in the first place is why she was there, and I'm still getting all that sort of stuff. So this is what I don't understand. All people are flock to this stuff, and it's all crap.
Yeah, it is crap.
Crap. It doesn't give us the reason.
I'm friends with George Bush. I want to be 10 pages of search here.
Yes. And what's really bad is one of these links even says for the complete story, you click here, and it's still all about the crap, not about why they were there.
Wow. In order to show you the most relevant results, we have admitted some entries very similar to the 110 already displayed.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't know. So somebody put a comment down there. Go to whathappened.world or comment on our deal and tell us why they were. That's just ridiculous.
It is.
All right, so that plant is a plant that's in a bucket, not in a.
Yes, it's not in the ground.
In the ground. Give me. Sorry.
And it's in a really big pot too. That plant weighs probably, with the pot and the plant in there, probably 150 pounds.
Well, then you definitely have to take a picture on a step stool with your head in one of those bills.
Here you go.
It's in your house.
Sure. Actually, that's easy to do in the house because I can lean up against the wall. I was just a little nervous to do it outside where I just fall down and go boom. Right. And I'm not a bumble, so I'm not going to bounce.
That's right. But I was golfing in a tournament. I had delusions of grandeur. I wanted to break 80, but for some reason the golf course decided to put the middle tees all the way because it was a tournament weekend.
Right.
So they wanted to make it challenging for us. So they moved the middle tees to the tips. So the farthest tees were all the way at the back of the tee box. And then the tees that are normally like a tee box forward.
Yes.
Well, actually, it's even worse. This golf course normally puts the tips at the one tee box forward from the last tee box, and then puts the middle tees a tee box forward of that. Well, not only did they not do that, but they moved them all the way back to the far back tee box, and then put the second tees up with. So it's like the par 3 was 235 yards.
That's insane for par 3.
Yeah, and it's narrow, and there's water on the right. So
water? Really?
Yeah, water?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have water out here.
Okay.
So not all the golf courses are like the one behind me. So if you look, see the grass, that's the tee box. Ready?
Yeah,
that's right there's the fairway.
See how far? Yeah, you have to clip. Talk about the world's largest sand trap.
Way down there. So if you don't hit the ball 200 yards on your tee shot,
yes,
you're not hitting the fairway.
That's right. Thank goodness for me, I can do that.
Let me put, okay. Also notice how narrow that is.
Yes, that would be my one issue. I'm not always straight.
You will have a lot of scratched golf clubs like I do.
Yes.
I don't think I have a golf club that's not scratched.
Well, as Steve just mentioned, he went and did a tournament over the weekend. I actually snuck out and used my I won a round of golf for free from another tournament, and it expired at the end of the season, and I had never had a chance to do it. So I went out, and I scored a 95. Yay! It's only my third time out.
Yeah, I shot a 98, and I golf every month. Okay, so I suck. Thank you.
I was just pretty impressed. As a matter of fact,
I want to go golfing with you, and I want to count all your strokes.
Oh, sure. I don't have a problem with that.
Because I don't believe that – I don't believe I'm that bad that your score is better than mine.
But you got to remember, only 10% of golfers break 100.
Again, you shot a 95. I shot a 98.
But we were both under 100, which is really cool.
Again, you shot a 90. You were under my score.
Yes, I was.
So
but then again, I was at Delbert Golf Course, which is not that challenging. No, I was at Lakeland. That is a challenging course. One of my favorites.
Again, I want to go golfing with you because I did,
however, hit it one ball into the lake. And I did take a one-stroke penalty.
So when you were hitting the ball, what were you hitting? 3?
Well, the tee shot went into the lake.
Okay, so that's 1.
Right. So then the next shot was, yes, I counted that as my third shot. You know what you're supposed to do?
We'll go golfing.
Okay.
Get your butt out here.
Oh, you can always come here and golf here. It's going to be in the 15th next week.
And I'm going to videotape. It was okay. So it was 48 this morning. So I wore long pants and a sweatshirt. That didn't help either. No. So I shot triple bogey, double bogey, triple bogey. Then I shot par, 3 pars. Then bogey, par. And then I went back to double bogey, triple bogey, and then par. So it was either par or terrible today and no birdies. So
well, I sent you my sheet, didn't I? Par 2 holes?
Yeah. Again, I want to go golfing with you because I got to see how you golf. Because maybe I can learn something from you.
Well, just remember, my golf is very similar to Charlie Sheen pitching in Major League.
You still got a putt, dude.
Here's the thing. For some odd reason, I hit the ball right where it's supposed to go a bunch of times in a row, but then it'll go bing. He's like, what the hell?
Again, I'm not impressed with the driving. It's the chipping and the putting that you have to do well on. I don't care if you get it there in one shot if you 3-putt every hole.
Correct. I usually 2-putt every hole.
Yeah, again, I want to go golfing with you because I want to see what's going on.
Don't you remember we used to go mini putt-putt all the time? I was always really good. I got holes in one all the time at mini putt-putt.
Again, there are no clowns or alligators or windmills going around.
I imagine they're there. That's how I pull it off.
Again, I want to go golfing with you, and then I want to see what your score is. And either you're going to make me feel good or I'm quitting golf.
Okay.
Yes, I saw your score, and it did not make my day.
I was just so happy because my very first hole.
I can't be happy for you because I suck.
Yeah. But anywho's, we're not even on our show board yet, but.
No, we are. We're going to talk about golf.
That's true. Yeah.
We can skip that. Do you want to move that to right now? The etiquette?
We can do it. Yeah, just do it. We're talking about golf. Talk about your
we'll talk about the etiquette. So one of the things in the tournaments is everybody thinks they're freaking playing for $1 million.
Okay. You're not?
No. Okay. So, right, when you golf, right, in a tournament that's like a big tournament for big money or the pros, right? The honors, right? Everybody, well, honors. What's honors? Honors is the person who scored the lowest gets to go first.
Correct.
Right? Personally, if I scored because that way you're out of the way of everybody else. They're not worried about all these idiots going all over the place, right?
You play in a whole different type of tournament than I do.
So that pisses me off. First off, that, I hit the ball down the middle of the fairway and then all these other guys spray the ball all over and I'm so busy driving all over to find theirs. By the time we go back to the middle of the fairway, I can't find my golf ball in the middle of the fairway. I lost 2 today. I got 2 penalties today for a lost ball in the middle of the frickin' fairway. We couldn't find it.
Well, that's because one of the other guys picked it up for you. And didn't
okay. That did happen on one of the holes. There was no place for this ball to go, and the guys going the other direction had to come over because their golf ball was on the fairway.
Right.
But my golf ball wasn't. So they had to play my ball.
Sure.
But I get the penalty.
It makes perfect sense to me.
Freaking idiots.
Because if they didn't give you the penalty, you would have shot lower than me, and that would be bad.
No, I still wouldn't have. But yeah, so whatever. Okay, so honors. First off, when you're out there to keep the pace of play up, because I don't want to spend a 4.5 hour round of golf.
Yes.
You play what's called ready golf.
Yep.
Okay. Next thing. Don't play golf balls you can't afford to lose. If you're got to spend 5 minutes, which you're allowed to go search for 5 minutes to go look for your golf ball.
Right.
And on every hole, you're looking for your golf ball for 5 minutes on like 2 of the shots. That's 10 minutes a hole. No, thank you.
Right. Play
golf balls you can afford to lose. If you can't find your golf ball, just drop another one and go. I'm not, whatever. Take the penalty or whatever. But I mean, okay. Then the next thing is putting. Well, are we still in a fairway? All right. So drives, right? So off the tee, ready golf. You're ready to swing. Get up there and hit. Boom. Right?
Right.
Next thing, freaking cart girl coming at me on the tee box. So I'm on the 9th hole, and we're on the tee box, and the cart girl starts coming down the fairway at us. Well, she's on the cart path, but it's down the fairway. Right. And we're on the tee box. Look, biatch, stop your freaking cart, let us hit, and then come down.
That's right.
No. So one of the guys hits, she's still coming down. Next guy hits, she's still coming down. Now it's my turn to hit. Now
she's way too close and distracting.
No, now she's there, and it's a gas one, because they don't use electric ones because they run out of electricity, so they're gas. Well, the tee box is got the cart path going all the way around it. Like it comes down one side, goes all the way around it, and you're like 5 feet away. So I'm on a tee box, and she's like, "Hey, I can't get by. Could you guys move over a little bit? Hey, can you?" So I walk away, right, and she gets past the first cart. Now she's going past my cart, asking the guy, I'm going, "Hey, can you move? Can you move?" So then she stops. I'm like, "Oh, great." So I go up to tee up, and she goes, "Oh, the next guys are here." And she steps on the gas right in the middle of my backswing. So I stop. And then she's down there. So I go, "Okay, fine." Then she's like, so then I'm ready to sing. I'm in the middle of my backswing again, and she starts slamming the doors on her cars. "Hey, what do you guys want to drink?" Click, 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 click. I'm like, son of a, and I'm so mentally weak that who I golf with, as soon as he sees the cart girl coming down the path from 300 yards out, goes, right. "Hey, Steve, look, the cart girl's coming." So now he's already in my head. He already won. He's already in my head the whole time, and she's not helping her. And the thing's backfiring because she doesn't know how to drive it, right? She's like,
Did you ever check to see if he bribed her to do that?
I'm like, oh, it's the biggest joke in the world. They know how mentally weak I am when it comes to that. It's like, just stop. Just shut up and stop. But I kid you not, she was somewhere between 10 and 15 yards away from me when she stops the car, and it backfires, and I'm up there with, in my backswing. So I stopped, right? Then I go, then she's out, she's opening and slamming doors. "Oh, what do you guys want to drink? Look, I got beers. I got beers." I'm like, oh my God. And they're laughing, right? The rest of the guys in my foursome are laughing. So I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. So shut the F up for 30 seconds while I'm in my backswing, because I don't take 80,000 backswings. Like these other guys are up there and they take like 10 swings.
Yeah.
Like, that's my favorite thing is like the guy takes a swing and then I'm ready. I start moving after they take their second swing because I'm figuring to hit the ball, right? Then I got to stop, even when you're away, because I don't want to distract somebody. But then it's like, Jesus Christ, how many practice swings are you taking?
I'd never take any.
It's like ridiculous. I take one just to, make sure nothing, my clothes didn't shift or anything, make sure I can move, right?
Excuse me. I'm in error here since we're talking about teeing off. I don't take any practice swings teeing off. If I'm on the fairway and I'm using an iron, yes, I take, because you never know how it's going to be.
I'm getting teed off.
Oh, yes, you are.
So yeah, and then you know, and then it's like, oh, should I go? Yes, go. If you're asking to go, that means I'm waiting for you. If I'm looking at you and my ball is in my hand and my ball mark is down, go.
Yes.
Okay, so those piss me off. Then the next thing is does not happen in tournaments, thank God. But it does happen when you're playing regular rounds of golf. Okay. Someone's out there teaching somebody how to golf.
Yes.
God love you. I appreciate that so much.
Yes, because people need to know how to do it.
But, big but, go to the driving range, figure it out first, and then just correct them. If you're playing slow, have somebody else
That's right.
go, right? Let somebody else go. Let move to the side, wait in the tee box, let them play through. Let us play through. Let us play through. Frustrating. And then the same thing with putting, right? You know, they all one of these groups in front of us, they must think that they're on the tour because one guy putts and they all stand behind him. Then the other guys are circle green and he putt and they all go stand behind him. Go over by your damn golf ball, stop moving when he's hitting, and line your damn shot up. It should not take 10 minutes on the green. And 10 minutes is not an exaggeration. I've timed them. 10 minutes.
Yeah, my tournaments are always best ball. So, of course, we all stand behind the guy.
Yes, in that situation, it's different, though.
Right.
You're faster on the fairway.
Yes.
But, I mean, you know, everybody's playing their own ball, and then they're all waiting. And I'm like, oh, my God. Oh, my God.
By the way, folks, as you can tell, Steve is not really all that dedicated to golfing. To him, it's just, yeah, fun thing to do.
It is a fun thing. It is a fun thing. I suck at it, though. That's the problem. And the reason I suck at it is I don't need a golf coach. I am the world's greatest golfer. I need a golf psychiatrist.
Yes.
I've said this multiple times. I am so mental when it comes to this game. It is not even funny.
Wait a minute. Why is it just this game? You're mental about most things.
Yeah, maybe that's why I'm not good at anything. 'Cause I'm mental about everything. So yeah, so that's my thing on golf. So and that's all I have to say about that.
I'm not going to say anything because I'm sure there's more.
No, I'm done. I want to talk about Halloween coming up.
We're already 30 minutes into our show.
21. But I want to talk about Halloween.
Halloweeny. Why is it that witches never get pregnant?
Do they have Halloweenies? Because warlocks have Halloweenies?
Correct, because the warlocks have Halloweenies.
Wow. We're doing Halloween jokes?
It's old, but it's still okay. It's not a dad joke, but whatever. So what about Bath and Body Works Halloween candles? What about it?
I don't know. Oh, why didn't the skeleton go trick-or-treating?
Oh, God, I know this.
Because he had no body to go with him.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So, I started something, didn't I?
You did.
Okay. Well, anyway.
What do you call the woods when it's terrified? When it's scared? What do you call the woods when it's terrified or scared? A petrified forest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, a ghoul fiend friend candle.
What do mummies listen to on Halloween?
Rap music.
Rap music, yes, right.
I remember some of these.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Well, you're doing that.
No, here's a bad one for you. What are ghosts' favorite rides at a county fair? You have the county fair in Delavan coming up, right? Or the state fair?
No,
county fair? County fair or state fair?
Fair is the big one at the end of August, beginning of September.
What's the ghost favorite ride?
God, I know this one too.
The scary go round or the roller coaster?
I didn't hear the roller coaster before. The scary go round, I did. I just realized I was really thirsty.
Did you? I was thirsty the whole time I was doing it. Oh my
that's
God.
Good. But anywho, let's get on to the Bath and Body Works before we end up running out of showtime. You could always put in jokes later. So
we run out of time. We run out of time every show.
Yes, we do.
But so now, what I want to know is, does your girlfriend, if you get her one of these Bed and Bath Body Works scented candles or gifts from them,
made with essential oils,
do you get slapped, or does she go, that's cute? Because they have a candle. It is a candle. Yeah, it is a candle. It's called the Ghoul Friend.
Yes.
Hello, really, Ghoul Friend?
I have friends that would find that really fun.
Or get. So I don't understand.
Well, did you look at the fragrances?
The vampire blood.
Yes.
The scent of red strawberry.
Yes.
As opposed to the green strawberries.
Well, green strawberries.
Transylvania plum. Yeah, no.
I like the Spells Divine Foaming Hand Soap.
The Huda what?
The Spells Divine Foaming Hand Soap. And they have the Ghoul Friend Body Mist.
I got a Ghoul Friend Body Mist. They've got a kitty on a pumpkin called the Perfect Pumpkin. It's cinnamon scented. I'm like, really? Really?
Really? So anyway, go to Bed Bath & Beyond.
Pumpkin spice. I want to know what the caramel apple one smells like. I know caramel apples, but no, I want to know what
I'll bet you anything it's going to smell like roasted peanuts.
Really? The caramel apple one will smell like so. And apple cider ones could smell good.
Yeah, that's true.
Cinnamon pumpkin, But they got all kinds of cool things. They've got the vampire blood soap also, foamy hand soap.
Now, by the way, folks, if this is sounding interesting and you guys decide to go to Bath & Body Works, make sure you told them that it was our show that made you come there, and they can check us out too.
Yeah, they make them check out their things. So should I share this so you can see all the different pictures? Nah. Yeah, nah.
Nah.
They have a marshmallow pumpkin latte body scrub.
Tasty bonitos.
I wonder if you could just drink that. Right?
Why not? Sure.
Candy corn flavored, Ghoul Friend, sweet pumpkin, sweet cinnamon pumpkin. Vampire blood. That's it. So Bed Bath & Body Works has their Halloween stuff out. Okay. Are we going to dress up for Halloween? We normally have costumes. I don't know what I'm going to wear this year. I got to come up with a Halloween costume.
Oh, goodness. That's coming up in, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Let's see. That's yeah. Well, I don't know because Halloween's on a Thursday. So do we do it on?
Well, I will be in. We'd have to do it the Saturday before. I will be in Pittsburgh Halloween, so we'll have to figure out what we're doing for the show that week.
Okay.
Maybe we can film it on a different day. We'll talk about that.
Sounds like a deal. All right. Since I'm supposed to be interviewing you,
we're just jumping to that right away.
No, we're going to do the English language things because
are we, or are we just skipping those out?
The reason I decided
let's just skip those out. Let's just skip those out. So we got to do this. So we'll cut this one out.
All right,
and that'll be in show 301. Woo, 301, and we will cut this one out, and we will go on to our genuine positivity message, and then Scott will attempt again to conduct an interview.
Yes, although we did get some good information on the last show.
Did we?
Yes.
I don't think we did.
I've already made a phone call to John Travolta.
Well, that'd be good for Peggy.
Well, it's good for Peggy. It's good for Stevie.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. If John wants to, I'm good with that.
There you go.
All right, so our genuine positivity message is written by Funguy the Entertainer. Okay, Scott, take off your Scott hat and put on your Funguy the Entertainer hat.
The first frost is a sure sign that winter's coming and summer is over. But that first frost tells the trees and bushes it's time to store the sugary sap back down in its roots. And that is what makes the vibrant colors of autumn abound. So watch as Mother Nature creates a color show that is free for you to enjoy, just like the riot of colors spring will bring in just 6 months.
Okay, so here we go again. Did you invent that, or does that actually happen? Does the reason the trees? I thought there was a different reason why the leaves change colors, but does the sap actually go down into the roots of the tree, and then that's why the leaves? I thought the leaves changed colors because they weren't getting the light for the chlorophyll because of the angle of the sun.
It is a combination of things, and that is one of them. Yes, it's the light. It's the. But here's what happens: once you get your first frost, that's when all of it happens. We've already had for the last 3 weeks. The sugar maples have already been turning orange. They're the first ones to turn orange. But now that we've had the frost, everything's going to change rapidly. Okay. So the light starts the quote unquote softwoods. The softwoods are the first thing to start changing color because they require more sunlight. But then your hardwoods, that frost is what tells the hardwoods because they can survive longer in the cold weather than softwoods can. So that's when everything happens in a big bang, not like the Big Bang Show.
Oh, so okay. So I thought that was like a Scott fact, but in the fall, because of the change in the length of daylight and changes in temperature,
the
leaves stop their food making process, the sap going down, and the chlorophyll breaks down. The green color disappears, and the yellow to orange colors become visible and give the leaves part of their fall splendor. Oh, I didn't know that. So that's crazy because it's the chlorophyll.
Yeah, because the sugar maples have been red for 3 weeks already. But I guarantee you that in 2 days, my oak tree in the front yard is going to be orange.
So will that be your back? That be your background
next show? Could be. Although we've had 30-mile-an-hour winds the last 2 days, and we're going to get them tomorrow too. So it's stripping the trees already, way early.
Yeah. So it is the chlorophyll that gives the leaves their green color. I did not know that. Okay. Cool.
That was good.
That was very interesting. I didn't know you did that. Okay, so now Steve's interview, take 3. Let's see if Scott actually asks interview questions or just tries to embarrass me questions. Okay. Oh, look at that. We're out of time.
The very first question I have for you, Steve, is do you recall?
We're really out of time.
Do you recall your actual birth?
I do not. I do not. I know people have gone and they've relived it and they've done
they call it birth regression or something.
Reliving their birth.
Yeah.
What do you call reliving your birth?
Yeah, there's a name for it.
Is there?
No, it's past life regressions. Is something.
That's past life regressions. That's not.
But
near birth experience? No. No. Rebirthing. It's actually called rebirthing.
Cool.
There you go. So, is it possible to remember being born? Generally accepted that no one can recall their birth.
No.
Generally
do you remember this is one question we did discuss with my interview. What is the earliest memory you personally can remember?
No, I don't know if I remember it or if it was told to me so many times that I remember it. But off the top of my head right now, I remember my house in Burbank, Illinois. I remember that playing there, and I remember walking to school. I actually did walk to school. It wasn't uphill both directions in a snowstorm, but I did actually walk to school. But I do remember that school. I remember playing and out there, but I don't know what my earliest.
Yeah, because that would have been you would have been 5 already. Because I went back all the way to about a year and a half that I can remember vividly.
See, I can't. I don't know. There's so many memories in this head. They just keep pushing the other ones.
How old were you when Jeannie was born? Oh, by the way, that's another question. Do you have any siblings?
I do. I have one sister younger than me, 4 years younger than me.
Okay, so that's another thing you would have missed. See, Jay was only 18 months, and I remember him coming home from the hospital.
Do you really?
Vividly.
I don't. I theoretically asked Santa. Well, not theoretically. I did. I don't remember it though. But I do have the list from Santa Claus that I wanted a sister for Christmas, and the sister was born on the 30th of December.
How cool is that, right?
Yeah. So it was on my list from Santa. So I'm sure at that point, though, I was manipulated by my parents to write that. And then it's a cool thing to have, though, in my handwriting. At 4 years old? Do you write at 4 years old?
Yes.
Okay, then it was my handwriting. I don't know. Maybe they forged it too. I don't remember that stuff.
That's right.
I was brainwashed.
Well, because I remember kindergarten and everything. I remember going to the swimming pool with my little brother when he was
Kindergarten.
about a year and a half old.
I don't see. So that's okay. So that's one of the problems with me. I don't associate things with age. Isn't that weird? I don't really associate things. My life is free floating. So at any point I could intersect where I was in life and where I am now. So I don't think of life chronologically. That's why I don't think of age. I'm really bad at judging people's ages. Just because of the fact that I act immature and childish and people think I'm younger than I am.
Most men do.
Yeah. Well, I take it a step further.
Yes, I understand. I really do. But anywho's,
so at least we're finding out about my childhood.
Yeah, well, sort of, but you don't remember any of it.
Well, you haven't asked me any questions about it.
I certainly have.
Well, my earliest thing I remember, and I told you about school.
Right.
So that's it. One question. Okay. Now we know everything we need to know about Steve's childhood because I've asked him one question.
I asked more than one question, but I am kind of curious about one thing. Did you have pets growing up?
Oh, yes. Definitely had pets growing up. Always had pets growing up.
Because I don't remember pets once I met you. So.
No, because at that point we knew how much time or how hard or what a responsibility they are if you're a
Correct.
good pet owner.
That is
like,
correct.
You know, unlike my neighbors I currently have who leave their dog locked up all day long and it whines all day long. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like Sadie whines when we put her in the cage and leave.
Yes.
But we don't leave her for a day at a time.
Right.
And when we travel, the dogs get boarded and that. So, or somebody comes over and takes care of them.
They don't get bored. They got other dogs to play with.
But German Shepherds, personal German Shepherds, 2 German Shepherds that were ours, and then we helped raise German Shepherds for service dogs. A poodle, a toy poodle, so the smaller one, not the bigger one.
Right.
The toy poodle ruled the roost. The toy poodle told the German Shepherds what to do.
Oh God, yes, all the time.
We had Siamese fighting fish, and actually had they mated, and I remember that, and I remember the male making little air bubbles, and all the little babies when they were being born out of the mommy's tummy would get picked up, and then the daddy would put them into the air bubbles.
Yes.
So that they would stay up there, and then
you realize that's really rare to get.
And then once the mommy was done giving birth, we had to take the mommy out, or she would have ate them all.
That's correct.
But my favorite thing to do was hold the mirror up in front and watch the daddy go. And we actually had 2 males, so we kept them with a divider in there. And we also, my dad thought he would make a fortune by raising chinchillas. We had 6 chinchillas.
Really?
And we named them after the Peanuts characters. So we had Charlie Brown, Linus, Lucy, Snoopy. I don't remember the other ones, but I do remember Lucy. Lucy lived up to her name. Lucy, if you would go by the cage, would stand on her hind legs and pee on you. She would pee out of the cage at you. She was a biatch.
Yeah.
So that, and then no pets when we moved to Ohio. And then no pets when we moved back from Ohio because lived with my grandfather. Then we moved to Glendale Heights. No pets, no pets, no pets. Moved out, and my mom had a Yorkshire Terrier. And then when we moved to Pahrump, I thought it'd be cool. We had Lucky. Lucky was a Doberman Lab mix, great dog. That dog knew whether you were chasing it or it was chasing you.
Only had 3 legs, 1 eye, and
no.
ear.
She's a beautiful dog, smart dog, well trained, and I pack bred her, so she was pack bred with the kids, so she knew her place in the pack, and the kids were part of the pack. And then now we have Nala and Sadie.
That's right.
And I'm sure I've had fish throughout that too. I had fish tanks.
Yes. But at least you never raised mice and rats.
No rats, no mice, No snakes. No reptiles.
So, and speaking of snakes, did you ever have a nickname?
I had a lot of nicknames.
Really?
Yeah. What's the nickname you remember?
Of you?
Yeah.
I never had a nickname for you. Yours.
I know you didn't, but I always had nicknames.
I don't remember your sister calling you. Well, when you and I first met, you and your sister weren't getting along the greatest.
No. Well, yeah, she was with.
Well, she was like a sophomore in high school.
Yeah, and I was a man about town.
Yes, so
man of the campus. Yeah.
Yes. That's why I'm glad she turned out to be so great. I mean, she really turned out great.
Well, we always got along. It's just that we didn't hang out when I was in college and she was in high school.
Right.
It was kind of weird, because definitely I never dated any of my sister's friends. A little young,
which is usually smart. Yes.
Weird type. I mean, but you hear about college kids dating high school girls all the time, which I always thought was weird, anyways.
Yes. Well, it's because the girls didn't like high school girls don't like high school boys because they're immature.
They're so mature.
College boys.
And college guys are just so much more mature.
Yeah. No,
definitely not. So
that's just more perverts.
Unfortunately, we're at 40 minutes. So we're going to have to do Steve's interview.
Part 4.
Part 4.
That's all right.
Crazy.
At least our phrase origin story is easy.
Well, at some point, you'll get the whole shebang done.
Yes, we will. You see, he got it in there.
The whole shebang.
The whole shebang. What does it mean, Steve?
Well, hold on. So now this word or this shebang was used back by Eisenhower, like when he was president, right? So he was going to run the whole shebang.
Yes.
But I honestly believe that shebang is more popular now than it was back then because of all the programming languages. You know that Mac uses shebang. So first off, shebang is a hashtag bang, right? You know that? Well, a bang is an exclamation point, right?
Right.
And she is a hashtag or, we have to call them now, right? Hashtags, they used to be number signs. Now they're hashtag. Yeah, hashtag. So,
yes.
So Mac, I don't know if you knew that or not, but Mac and Unix actually use the shebang to start off a script when you're doing programming.
Okay.
Did you know that?
No, I did not.
So if you do hashtag exclamation point, that's how you start programming. And if you don't have a shebang to tell it where it is at the beginning of a script, it won't run. So you need the script to run the whole shebang or the shebang.
Which is funny because that's not what this originally meant.
But that's what it means now. Well, maybe.
Oh, but this is the phrase origin story.
Okay, so who did it before Eisenhower then? Because I remember Eisenhower saying that in when was he president?
Eisenhower was World War II. I'm talking about the Civil War.
Oh, was it before that? Before programming?
Yes.
Well, then I have no idea.
All right. A shebang means a hut, shed, or cluster of bushes where you're staying. The
Really?
previous uses of shebang were during the Civil War era, where some officers wrote home about running the shebang, meaning the encampment. The actual origin of the word is obscure, but because it also applied to a tavern or drinking place, it may go back to the Irish word shebeen for a ramshackle drinking establishment.
Okay, so then Eisenhower was probably – so I thought Eisenhower was always referring to programming and computers in the early days. But was Unix around in the 1940s? When did Unix come? When did Unix first?
See, now Steve came up with another thing.
No.
Unix. Hi, Goobers.
Unix started programming when? Oh, shit. Okay. So it started in 1970. So he definitely wasn't talking about – okay, so that's how dumb I am. Okay. I thought he was talking about computers. I never even thought about that. Okay, so remember when I talked earlier when I talked about how my timelines like overlap?
Right. You would be great in the sci-fi world. Your timing means nothing in sci-fi.
Yeah, exactly. I would have no problem. I have no problem understanding sci-fi because of the fact that timelines are non-existent. Timelines in my life are non-existent. I still think I can do stuff that I can do.
Except Steve never forgets his anniversary or his wife's birthday.
Well, I don't forget it, but the birthday's easy because that's St. Patrick's Day. So that I don't forget it. Anniversary is a little tougher though.
I do really good on birthdays. Thank you, Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Everybody's birthday, hello, happy birthday, happy birthday.
You know what the coolest thing is? They finally got smart. They give you days notice now, a couple days notice.
Yeah, because I could wish people birthday ahead of time. Later this month, they show you also. But okay, so all right, so that shows you how dumb I am. I thought I was so cool going, oh yeah, I remember he's gonna run the whole shebang, but I guess okay, he ran the whole encampment. All right, never mind, everybody. This past 44 minutes has been a total waste of my time. I mean, your time.
I don't think so. It was still a good show.
Well, it was fun. It was educational.
Educational. You got a third grade education too?
That's right. I get done cipher up to.
Did you want to be a double-out spy?
Not 5. Look that up, everybody, if you want to see the Beverly Hillbillies and the not 5. Super spy. Jethro Bodine.
You betcha.
All right. Well, with that, I want to say thank you for watching.
And if you feel our show is not a bad life decision,
and don't care about timelines or how the world intersects, please subscribe, watch our other shows and channels. Go down there to whathappened.world. Make comments. Help us out on the things that we don't know. Help us out on the things we do know.
Which is a lot of freaking stuff.
Yeah. Tell your friends. Tell your family. If you tell 2 friends and they tell 2 friends, we might get up to 100 subscribers and so on and so on.
Oh, we actually have over 100 subscribers.
I know
but
that,
we need more than that.
It was a joke. But apparently I'm not funny either, so that doesn't work.
No. It could be worse. You could be trying to make a living as a comedian.
Or a golfer. So with that, I want you to live every day, and we'll see you at the next show.
Genuinely positive, living the life, and please, please, please have a good one.